A game I truly enjoyed playing, and a game I actually started this YouTube channel with, Exos Heroes, is shutting down, and I'm going to share my experience about why the game was doomed right at the start and what developers can learn from these mistakes. And if there is any mistakes, by the way, or you have a different experience or opinion about the game, please let us know in the comment section below. Here is the director's note farewell, in which, pretty sadly of course, he thanks everyone for playing the game and announcing the game is shutting down. So games are usually shutting down because of lack of revenues and active user base, but the reason why it happens are sometimes very easy to spot right after the launch of such game in the early roadmap development. And as mentioned, I started this channel with Exos Heroes content, and my last video was about why Exos Heroes was trending down so soon after such a great start during their global release in May 2020. So to make it short, Exos Heroes IP had such a fantastic character design and animation, very rich skill set for each character, and gameplay was kind of very F2P in terms of resources, as a strong storyline that really tied you up with each and every character on the roster. Overall, the game was absolutely flawless at the launch, succeeded in one thing many productions failed and are still failing today. It's to spend budget on a very strong IP character storyline that create a strong bond with the user base. So now, the last video I've made highlights the sudden fall of the game after I believe it was 3-4 months out for two main reasons. Number one, there was actually very little of that amazing story to clear early on, and the game was designed for you to complete the main chapters in matters of weeks, so pushing you immediately towards the PvP and PvE grind content, which required you, of course, much higher combat power and level to be able to complete. So here was the usual content gate, which was not surprising for any gacha games veterans at the time. But the second and main reason why they failed early on, in my opinion, is they decided to release some hard PvE content, in which you needed, of course, a very high combat power level, but most importantly, you needed one specific character in order to clear a boss that was immune to absolutely every other character's effect. So making the team building absolutely irrelevant and screwing up big time on the amazing skill set mechanics they have dearly designed for each character. So while the PvP meta was of course lacking of characters option, it was quite locked and led by the players waiting on the game, which is absolutely normal, F2P players suddenly had nothing to clear up in terms of story and could not even unlock those rare items from these PvE bosses that were immune to every characters except few, which was unseen for that time, really unseen. But since then, we are still seeing lots of IPs coming out, and some of them very big, doing the very same mistakes of spending more resources on pushing on gated content to focus on quick and big money grabs targeted to big spenders, instead of developing their storyline and characters to maintain high user adoption and rather make their money from multiple low transactions that can sustain the production on the long term. Because end of the day, I'm surprised that Exos Heroes managed to stay 3 years out, as the loss of the user was really a big drop early on, which shown that they did adjust their content over time, and congratulations to last that long. But I'm just sad that productions are short-sighted nowadays by the short-term strategy that involve horrible monetization and gate their content too early, not considering that these type of plans are dooming them right at the start, as there are many IPs out there nowadays that players don't wait anymore when they are badly treated right on the start, and most importantly, they don't forgive, they just leave. Anyway, so this was my little take on the game. Feel free to share your experience and opinion on the game in the comment section below. From my side, I really wish they could revive the Exos Heroes IP later on. As the directors mentioned, this started very early on. The Exos Saga was first created in 2015, so I wish they still, have some plan later on in the future. I would love to see the IP coming again. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and your latest news for the gaming industry, please destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel and turning on your bell and notification if you want to support me in 2023. As usual, I wish you all to be safe, to be well, and until the next, stay tuned everybody.